Okay.
Skarsgård?
We're going to use that.
It's such a weird profession, and it's very hard to put words on it. I can talk about acting, but I can't explain acting like properly. I haven't explained it to my kids. They have to find out themselves, for instance. Any artist is obsessed in one way or another. Yeah, it's silly. You know that your work means more to you than a normal 9-to-5 work. It's if you're creating a character, sort of painting a character, like do a backstory to him, you do tell him how he walks, how he talks, how he lives, at every detail, and then you're controlling too much, because you can't blow life into that idea. And I do think about it in terms of if there's an expression there. You say he hugs people differently, and there is an expression that means something, right? But also in the state of mind I am when I'm playing Gustav, and in relationship to that character, it becomes a different kind of hug. So it doesn't have to be that calculated. And you think that, well, I'm doing certain films, certain subject films, and I'll change the world with my films, and you don't. But I think that you can, by doing like this film. It doesn't have a message, but it's full of humanism, and it's a gentle film, and it might make people a little gentler. They might wait 5 minutes before they massacre a fellow human being. It's bound to be difficult. It's always conflicts with the family life, but it's I don't think they're solvable. As you can't construct a situation where it doesn't exist any conflicts, but you can live with them, and you can accept it, and you can tell your children, I'm sorry, but this is the way it is. I'm my own clay, my own colors palette. You know, I have the colors I have, but I can only use that. But that doesn't mean I play myself. You know, I mean, I might be a character that have more of the blue from the palette, and I'm playing a guy which has more of the green. So I tone down my blue, and let the green blossom. It's but I am the vessel. I am, of course, aware of the camera, even if it's not always, the director doesn't always want that. But to me, the camera is another actor. I know where the camera is. I feel the camera, and I act with the camera. But at the same time, you have to be as good as an amateur. So because you can't show your technique when you work. So that's a contradiction. But you learn to hide it. The audience I'm not aware of in the shooting moment. I think about the audience before, when I'm planning the role, and I'm trying to find out. The first thing I do is I try to find out what kind of film is the director making. What does he need? What can I do to help him? And what can I do not to destroy his film because I'm overacting or I'm doing the wrong thing or stuff. So I get a framework that is that I can be free within. I do have to agree with the director, because he has to be. If you talk about independent films and art house films, the director has to be the sender. The film has to be his, totally. But then how I do it is my business. And of course, if he doesn't agree with it, he will protest, but usually he doesn't. When I work with a first-time director, for instance, I know more about filmmaking than the director does, of course. But I can't sort of impose my knowledge on him. I can put my knowledge in a heap of ideas beside me, and the director can pick what he wants. But even if I know things, he might revolutionize movie making by doing it in a new way. I don't know that, so I'll let him do it. So I have to support him in doing that in a way that's very important. Yeah, I'm lucky. I have been working with a lot of friends, but and a lot of people has become my friends, and there's no reason to sort of fight about art what you're doing, because then you just feel miserable and you can't do anything proper really. Actors, film people in general, they create a functioning social unit in days or maybe in hours even, and it's very intimate. It's truly intimate, and then it goes poof. They'll leave it for after a couple of months, but it's true intimacy. And I thrive of that. I love that. And the other actors, they are the ones that are doing my performance in a way. I'm reacting to them. You got to surprise yourself, and you got to let the unconscious work, and surprise yourself and surprise the other actors too. Because that's life. Life is the hardest thing to get. If you were sort of censoring your art to the extent that you don't get the sort of the nourishment of feedback from the art anymore, then you become someone else. And you can always hope that your wife doesn't want to be married to someone else.